So you're all boycotting the new Superman movie.
That's right. While most of the sheeple out there are willing to sit back as James Gunn single-handedly ruins movies, we're out here standing up for what we believe in.
And based on the t-shirt you're wearing, it's safe to assume that you are a Zack Snyder fan?
Yeah, man. Zack Snyder really changed my life. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice came out at a really important time for me. I just finished the transition from my tween years into being a full-blown 13-year-old, and here comes this movie with all these big, challenging ideas. Like when Lex said, "Devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky," or whatever. I was like, whoa, this is friggin' art, dude.
So what exactly is your issue with the new interpretation of Superman?
I mean, gosh, how much time do you have? They completely neutered the Man of Steel. He gets beat up all the time. He has all these emotions. He wears his underwear on the outside of his pants like a dork. He doesn't kill a single person in the trailers, and they made him less buff. I mean, what the heck? If I'm going to stare at a man for hours, I want him to be jacked. How am I supposed to project myself onto a character who only has 6 measly abs? It's ridiculous.
Interesting. I take it you haven't read many of the Superman comics, have you?
Nah, as a rule, I tend to stay away from any medium that requires active consumption. And I never really cared for Superman until Zack Snyder came along and turned him into an indestructible, unfeeling demigod, which I personally find far more appealing as a disenfranchised, insecure loner who bears a vague but intense grudge against the world.
Right on. And rather than letting a new interpretation of a character reach a new audience, you've made it your sole mission in life to try and make it fail through juvenile tactics like dropping spoilers on social media, bulk buying tickets and then returning them last minute to lead to empty theaters, and staging demonstrations like this one when there are more important things in the world you could be protesting.
Yeah, I mean, look, I wish I didn't have to make this my whole life, but as they say, God saves his toughest battles for his bravest warriors, and the very fate of art itself is at stake here. The James Gunn cult is trying to brainwash movie-going audiences, and if they aren't stopped, we're headed towards a future where every movie is a quip-filled 7 out of 10 Marvel film with an over-reliance on its jukebox soundtrack.
And do you ever feel like, and I'm just throwing this out there, random thought, that it might actually be you who's the one in the cult?
Hey, that's a great question, but I actually talked to my guys about this already, and we unanimously agreed that not only are we not in a cult, but it's actually everyone else that's crazy, and our stance is the only logical opinion to have, and we simply won't stand for any dissenting opinions. But, hey, good on you for asking the tough questions. It's real journalism.
Well, if nothing else, I suppose it's interesting to see such devotion to a specific filmmaker and his vision. I assume you'll be supporting Snyder's Rebel Moon movies now.
Oh, God, no. Those movies suck. You crazy?
Yeah, that checks out.
It's your ass kick saying something like that.